Now we are talking about the connection that sometimes drops in marriages. Why does connection drop in marriages?
Connections, you see, being lonely, what will make the connection drop, you see, if you have a farm, if you have a farm, when you plant a seed on the farm,
Yes.
you need to water it, you need to nurture it. How do you get a farm? You pay so much to buy a farmland, you plant and just leave it like that. Something will go wrong.
Yeah.
The same thing with marriage. When you are married, your spiritual connection, emotional connection, you need to nurture it because it's an investment that do not end. It is not an event, it's a process. So you must continue to invest in the relationship. That emotional connection, you must work it out. You don't see a beautiful couple just because they want to be beautiful out there. There's a lot of work has gone in, a lot of investment. They have nurtured their relationship. That is why it is as it is. So when you stop nurturing, then the disconnection begins to take place. By the time people see it, what disconnected so many years ago, because one party, probably sometimes it is one party who is doing the nurturing, the other party is just looking on. It doesn't work like that. The two must nurture it together, because it takes two. Can two work together unless they agree?
Of course.
So if one person is doing the nurturing, it will suffer. The disconnection will still be there. So the baseline is that we must nurture it. We must appreciate one another. We must speak words of encouragement. We must just invest a word of prayer.
A word of prayer.
Affection. If a woman has given birth and out of some of the disadvantage in the process of childbearing, the person has lost all her
teeth.
You must see it and encourage the person, because that is your spouse. Disconnection, it is something that we contribute towards it.
I see.
So we have to find a way to do the reverse, because I've seen poor couple who do not live in any habitable abode, and yet they are happily together. You need to encourage ourselves. This is where we find ourselves. Who knows? Tomorrow, God will decide to turn things around. You just have to keep the bond of unity together. And if it's the will of God, you will break through. Even if you do not break through, your children will break through. And it will turn the story around. Listen to a lot of these musicians, the footballers. They will tell you where they've come from, the sacrifice the parents have made. When you decide to keep the bond of unity together, invest into the younger generation, they will come up and lift you up. You will live in your own house, because of course. The baseline is that you must continue to apply yourself with the principles of Christian values. Yes, there are people who are not Christians, but the values they apply to themselves, they are Christian values. It will work out. Because it's a principle that God has set into motion. So disconnection, we have to work against it so that we can always be connected.